welcome to Marilyn Horse. She's been gadding about again, as she always does. You've slowed down a bit to get in front of that camera, and we're going to talk, guess what? Spain in a number of ways. But before we get to the juicy bits, and we promised to talk about the disappearance of Anne Widdecombe and Nigel Farage, which we will do as well. But initially, let's kick off with Spain. Spain is different. You see that on the big poster when you drive over the border between France and Spain. Boy, is it different. And they've decided now to ban smoking everywhere because, yes, it used to be you can't smoke in a restaurant. Now you can't smoke outside in the terraces.
Oh, wow.
Now you can smoke in a pub garden still, can't you, in UK?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, they're going to ban that in Spain. Now that's a much bigger job because cigarettes are so cheap here. On every high street, you find a tabacs, and that is a tobacco shop.
Yes.
Sell that and the lottery ticket, and that's all they do. So it's a big thing, this in Spain. That's all right. Some people say good. I say good. Put up with it for years in theatres and filming venues. And boy, when it was stopped there, I noticed it big time.
Oh, you can't not notice it. I mean, it really does invade the senses, doesn't it? I mean, I was driving home just now, and just because I live around the corner from the pub, and I just got this whiff of cigarette smoke, which you used to almost be immune to it. I mean, because it was everywhere. But I mean, it's great that you can't. I mean, for years now, we haven't been able to smoke in cinemas or theatres or anything like that. But you could say there's this beautiful garden our pub has got. It's absolutely stunning. And the smell of cigarettes coming from it is not. They ought to have a little hole that they can go in, you know?
Yes.
But the trouble is, it's going to really impact your restaurants and bars over there, isn't it? Because what are the people going to do?
Well, they're going to have to walk down the street or up the street even. Yes. Spain's got more problems. And this is very serious, actually. And it's spread to UK, I am reliably informed. But you can tell me. There's been 100% increase during the finals of the World Cup in domestic violence in Spain.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's in Britain as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is. Yeah.
What goes on in the minds of the fellas?
Alcohol, because some stupid men stop thinking it's just a game. And I get really annoyed when people say it's not just a game, it's a religion. No, it isn't. Do not cross over those two things at all. It is a game. But for some men who are real, I would say, blokey, misogynistic types, sit at home, drink too many beers. They get so angry at someone not scoring or whatever. They lose the sight that it is a game. Players make mistakes. Referees make mistakes. Managers should have done better putting somebody else on the pitch. And then they get together with their mates. And maybe they've gone down the pub even, and they come in drunk, angry, wound up because of the match they've just watched at the pub. And they take it out on the people that live indoors. It's huge. It massively goes up when there's, and not just the World Cup, it's when it's the FA Cup, anything like that.
Well, you would think when, I don't know, I was going to say when people are courting. Well, there's not a lot of courting these days, is there?
Courting, that's an old word.
Oh, good old word.
Walking out.
Yes. I keep doing that, but she keeps grabbing me back.
Yeah, I don't like football for that reason. I don't like the mentality. I don't like watching. I don't like the mentality of parents when the children are playing football and they go, "Yeah, take him out, bring him down." I can't stand it. I hate it.
It's the aggressiveness, isn't it?
I can't bear it. I can't bear it. Now, what was it? There's a thing that says football is a game watched by animals and rugby is a game played by animals.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Sums it up nicely. But isn't it sad?
Oh, it's just pathetic. I think it's disgusting. I think it's pathetic. And no respect. I can't bear it. I hate being in I don't like being in crowds anyway, but I don't like being around leery men in crowds because you know what can happen. It's always been the same.
Yeah.
It's dreadful. There's no excuse at all, other than the fact they drink too much beer, and they're probably that way inclined anyway. And it's just you don't
Well,
get it.
that's it. Now,
You don't get it in cricket. You don't get it in cricket. You don't get it in rugby.
no,
What is it about the mentality of football supporters?
you've just said it's inclined anyway in that kind of a person.
Absolutely
Why?
right.
Is it passed on genetically?
Well, I suppose the kids hear it in the house and they got, they're all like brainwashed by their dads or the brothers, aren't they? And they all feel they've got to join in and be like it. I can't bear it. When I was a little girl and we lived just up the road from the Dale, the Southampton football ground, I loathed it every Saturday or every other Saturday. I used to hate it because we lived to get your car out. There were all the crowds, and then you get the coaches coming down our road to pick up the visiting teams, and the police to stop. I mean, that's even then to stop any aggression and fights. That was back in the 60s.
Yes, there you go. Okay, we move on. Well, I say we move on, but how about this? An obsession with labeling badly behaved pupils as neurodiverse. Now, this is what's
Come
happening in
on.
yes, exactly, our school. And do we just substitute neurodiverse to bad behavior?
Some of it is. I mean, I personally, for me, the jury is out on what do they call it? ADHD. A lot of ADHD is actually trauma, and there is a reason why a child is behaving like that. And you got to look at why. Why is someone traumatized? That is half the problem. And this neurodiversity. Yes, there are kids with autism, of course there are, but there's all sorts of things on the spectrum, and you can't. I mean, I can remember talking to some youngsters when I was in it. It was foundation year, and it was the GCSE foundation GCSEs, and we had these. It was a special class that we had these children in, and so everybody, one of the teachers, I was one of them, had to sit with one of the pupils doing it, and there were these two oiks that had ADHD, right, and they had to be in our class A35, and I went over to them and I said, right, this class are taking exams this morning. If I hear a peep out of you, you're going to know you've done it. Do you understand me? I said, there's books here, there's paper here, there's pens here, there's this, that, and the other. If I hear anything from you from 9 o'clock until 10:15, you are going to know about it. Believe me. Do you believe me? Yes, fine. And they never moved. Now, if you've got ADHD for real, you can't do that. You can't do it. So a lot of it is bad behavior. And that's why when I do the trauma course in schools, I say you have to look into why is this child badly behaved? And then if they have got a problem, it can be like 4 or 5 years before you see a clinician. It is absolutely crazy. And kids play up. My hairdresser's daughter, she's 5, 6 years old, and she decided that she couldn't do this reading, that she couldn't read, right? So this is only a couple of months ago, and she's a bright kid. And the teacher told me she can't read. She said she can't read, blah, blah, she can't do it, she can't do it. She understands the story, though. So my friend Emma said, well, she can read. I will record it for you, which she did. And then when she gets to the school, she can't. And I said, this is very, they were, she's probably got some sort of like autism or something like that. So we'll put her down for a referral, okay? So I said to my friend, I said, do you know what? This is she's an only child, and this has coincided with you getting a puppy. And I said, it's not an attention thing, is it?
Mm.
And it was.
Yes. Okay, I'll quote you something again. Schools these days have punishment-free classrooms created by Labour for children with special needs. Not the place to send your children. Should be in a special school because it's undermining teachers and creating a generation of victimhood.
True. I would like to see, which I've said for a long time, instead of them being put in a different venue completely, I would like to see a special sort of department within the school. So you are still inclusive. And when you've overcome whatever the issue is, unless you are murderous and you've got a knife and you nearly killed a teacher and you've got to be expelled, that's something different. But I mean, I would like to see that there are children that go hit, well, like there was when there was this class called A35, and it was for, now what was it? It was for children who are challenged. That's right. Academically challenged, it was called. But all the other kids now, oh, miss, you're helping the thick kids today, aren't you? I mean, they know for well. You're not going to get some oiks of 13 going, oh, they're going, my friend's going to the academically challenged class today. No, they're going, oh, my friend's thick, miss, and he's going to your class.
Yes, you've got to laugh, otherwise, yes. I know.
These clever words they come out with, it drives me mad. Common sense has gone out the window.
Was it ever there? Yes, it was.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like we never had, you wouldn't dream of behaving like this. But your children are children the world over. 5-year-olds and 5-year-olds, like the world over. It hasn't changed. What's changed is the lack of boundaries. The lack of boundaries and the lack of expectation that, this is how I expect you to behave. And you rise up to that. When I walked into a class, I didn't have to shout and scream. There was an expectation that we might have a few jokes, but you were there to learn. And they knew how to behave. I mean, that's gone. It's gone. I mean, they're coming out of universities full of woke and extremism and can't say this, can't say that. And it does my head in. Truly does my head in.
There you go. Not only yours heads, many heads. Another interesting item, pickpockets in London and many other capitals in Europe, especially.
Lisbon.
Oh, yes. Barcelona is another famed one. But London takes the biscuit. So they've got some special people there that have decided to do the police job. Now, there didn't used to be pickpocketing in London, very little, because there were lots of mini police stations throughout the capital.
That's right.
And they used to jump on this immediately, and pickpocketing was practically unknown. But now they've got vigilantes.
Have you been speaking to my friend Julian King?
No, is he going on?
Oh, well, my friend Julian King was in the Met once, right? And he is sick of people. He runs an organisation called Street Safe London. And what is happening is these vigilantes are actually not proper vigilantes. They are, now what are they called? Content creators, that's what it's called. So they go along, pretend to be vigilantes. If they think, and there's no evidence to say you have been, if they think you're a pickpocket, you get sprayed with red paint. And then you can be, there's people that are being beaten up and all the rest of it. And it's principally around Westminster Bridge. The Charing Cross police are doing nothing. Of course, Sadiq Khan, the squirmy worm, he's doing nothing about it. He has literally criminal evidence about what's going on there. There's people being beaten up. There's an old lady being dragged around. These people are not pickpocketing. So what they do, this content creation goes out on TikTok, and then they're asked for more violent videos. They are not vigilantes. They are creative content providers.
For whatever reason, pickpocketing has decreased overall 15% and in some areas 30%. Now, it's almost exclusively, I'm going to be in trouble. Romanies, gypsies.
Yes.
Now, it's not only in Britain, it's everywhere.
It is everywhere.
They're a protected species in woke countries like the United Kingdom. You can't say gypsy. Why?
They are. The moment they started coming into Portugal when we lived there, the burglaries, the theft from cafes and houses where you could live in Portugal and always have your door open, it was horrific. And they started coming into it was like a wave coming down through Portugal, and it was the Romanies.
We have got quite a good number, actually, of Romanian friends, and
Yeah,
they
they're
all
very
tell us
nice.
the same thing.
Yeah,
Half the country is gypsy and very difficult, even rotten. The other half are brilliant people.
they're
I've met
nice
some
people.
brilliant
The good
people.
people are nice people. They
Yeah,
are. But everybody's got their violent criminal content, haven't they? But we found there was a lot of problem when we were in Portugal with Romanian builders. They would sort of like building. That's the villa I was in. They were building a couple more villas next door. They didn't realise that I spoke fluent Portuguese, right? And I understood what they were saying. They were saying, "Oh, she's English. When she takes the dog out for a walk, we'll go in and
yes.
help ourselves." So I thought, "Oh, you don't know I can speak the language." So I disappeared with the dog and I crept around the back of the house and I got them.
Boo. Yes.
You never know
Sorry,
who can speak your language.
yes, it's about time that we got real with lots of things in Great Britain. Because we're not. We're bleeding heart people, and we've got to become realistic people.
Absolutely right.
And so for the Spanish. But before we go to the problem in Spain, let's stay with Portugal, who've had the temerity to say, Madam, don't go on that street with your burqa. You'll be fined €4,000.
Great,
In
isn't it?
law now.
I know.
And if you
Brilliant.
got your hijab, same 4,000.
Exactly right. And any husband who makes the wife wear it is going to go to prison for 2 years. Bring it on.
Now we've got to say that they've done this because of lack of joining in with the rest of us in
Exactly.
society, but mainly because health and safety features. I mean, you've got to identify people. How do you get in an aeroplane? Well, you've got to take your garb off, haven't you?
Exactly.
And get a facial
I
recognition.
don't know that, do they?
There are ways.
I've never actually seen any of them go through
No,
passport
they do
control.
generally. They do generally.
Are they right?
Yeah,
So then
but
you
I
can do
mean,
it all.
the fact is, if you are living in a country and you are doing something alien in that country, I'm sorry, do it in your previous country or change your habits. We are not changing to your habits.
Absolutely right. It's completely right. I was thrilled when I saw that. I was surprised actually because Portugal is they're very
Oh,
kind.
they're lefty.
Very are they?
Yeah.
When we were there, I felt they were very kind people. They don't
Oh, they
like
are,
babies.
but they're lefty, so it's not just the
Right.
politics.
No,
You can
well,
have
there you are then.
sensible lefties as well.
No, they're sensible lefties, unlike your what's he called? What's he called? I cut your guy.
Oh,
Spain.
Sanchez.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sanchez. Yes,
Okay,
unlike
let's move on to Pedro. I've never seen so many reports on social media. You think Keir Starmer was hated? No, not compared with Pedro. I mean, it is violent, the conversation. What
I put out on X today that gosh, he's making Starmer look like a saint.
Yes, well, he is. No, Pedro, his wife, his advisors, well, they're locking them up one by one. And by the time the next election is next year, maybe he won't be able to stand. But of course, he has decided in his wisdom that there are 500,000 illegal immigrants and he wants to get them all legal at a stroke. Spain have done this on
I know.
two
I've
occasions.
seen it.
Yeah, before. Okay. Now, number one lie, there's actually 1.2 million at least applying. 400,000 of them, we find out, are forging the papers. This is the
Well,
quality of people here.
and we're not surprised. Are we surprised by that? Of course not. They're the same scroats coming into your country as we've got coming in here.
Yes, indeed.
They come from the same cloth, you know.
Now, the problem is, of course, at the moment, as everybody knows, 60,000 of them have jumped the fence either via sea parachute anyway. A number have died. And are in Ceuta, which is an enclave in North Africa, very near where we are here. And everybody's panicking. Will they go into Gibraltar? Because the border's now down in Gibraltar. They can just walk over. Certainly they can do that into Spain. And my favourite lady, Giorgia Meloni in Italy.
Love her.
She's ace. She said, right, Spain, it's going to come over here because part of that 60,000 will come over. And they'll come over to GB as well. And I'm not having it. I know we're in Schengen, but we'll disregard you, Spain. We don't want any Spaniards that are entitled under Schengen to come to Italy. Yeah. I'm going to stop Schengen between the two.
Her.
Well done, her.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But the problem you all got there is you all are cheek by jowl. You know, you're just one big landmass. At least we can do it here, or should be able to, because we're surrounded by water.
Yes.
I mean, it should be easy to do here. But they're just, excuse me, I'm going to get some water. It just should be easy to do. I don't understand what the problem is. And I'm sick of seeing, I've got a new name now, Tim Pot Andy.
Well, yeah.
He is going on about taxes and the budget and paying for this and paying for that. If you stopped the freebies, if you said you come here, you get, you're in a Nightingale thingamajig, you don't get anything other than the cheapest. You get no money, no nothing, no house, no nothing. They're not going to come. It's not
that's what Meloni has said. It's as simple as that. You're letting these people in and encouraging more to come across the water.
And we're all paying for them. We're paying to have more to look after social care and all the rest of it. And Burnham isn't wrong to say we need more for social care and carers need more money. Quite right. But stop giving it to these people. It was funny. You have to see the funny side. There was this guy, as black as the ace of spades, looking hideous, coming in off a boat yesterday with all this and somebody put, oh, look, another doctor's just arrived. And also, notably, there were 3 people that arrived dead on one of the boats. Yes, remarkably, women.
Oh, that's how they treat their women, I'm sorry to say.
And they were supposed to have, all 3 have had heart attacks. Oh, yeah, of course they had. But no, now it's just come out this afternoon that they were all murdered. Well, quel surprise.
Yes.
And did you see, with Spain, one woman, maybe in 1, 2, maybe scrabbling up scaling all your cliffs and everything else? I didn't see any. They all looked men about 25 and younger.
Yeah. And this, of course, the Bleeding Heart Brigade are filling our universities, professors, teachers, and this is where our young kids are being brainwashed. We've got to look after these innocent people. They're not innocent.
No,
some of them are killers. Some of them are rapists.
That one guy did say he wasn't he? He didn't want to leave in Morocco because people didn't want to live in Morocco because people knew too much about him for things he'd done. It turned out he killed someone. Well, why does anybody want him?
Yeah, I saw that. It was terrible.
I mean, they're not even ashamed of saying the atrocities that they've done, and they are like feral cats. You saw what was going on in Spain last night. People in Barcelona having to put barbed wire all over their balconies. No one should have to live like this. It's absolutely awful. It was like watching the Pied Piper with the rats, like climbing. It actually made me feel quite sick watching it.
We're not racist. We welcome people that will add to our country. Those that will take away, we don't want. Why should we have to have them?
It's the dross that are coming in. I mean, absolute dross. And I just think this is the work of the I don't mean it's Fabian Society. I think they're getting what they wanted. And why were those guards in Spain? Why did they open the border gate? Who's paying them?
Well, yes, easiest way to do, isn't it? Listen, we've got to go.
Yeah, got us sunny and nice again. We had
Oh,
rain. We had rain last night.
what's that?
I know. We have 5 millimeters we had, and I put out on our village WhatsApp. I said, "Oh, we have a flood. We've got 5 millimeters
From the
We have a
skies.
puddle. We've got a puddle."
Yes, I know. I do have to giggle because at the moment there's a big story about the fire near the nuclear plant, and it was the biggest fire, and that the other they had 100 policemen, firemen involved on that, plus a helicopter. We had a tiny fire blowing our house up, and we had 1,000 men and 1,700 people
I
evacuated.
do. I know it's hot. I know the ground is dry and all of that, but I'm not sure it's all natural. And you've had 2 or 3 churches now being burnt. Not a sound from the Archbishop of Canterbury. Of course, churches don't spontaneously combust, do they?
Not until she came and being head of the.
Yeah. She hasn't said a thing, has she?
No, but we're going to do that next week. We got to go, and
We all
that's
know who's doing it.
it. Yes. Yeah, we'll go and lick
Starmer can't arrest me now.
we'll go and lick our wounds. See you very shortly.
Have a good one. It's lovely and sunny. Get out in that sunshine, or maybe not. It's too hot.